waste to energy is an issue that's closely related to us. The amount of waste is continuously increasing, while the amount of energy keeps declining constantly. Incineration would be a way that's producing renewable energy and eliminating the waste problem at the same time.
Incinerators for waste to energy has actually got a very long history. The first incinerator of this kind was built in the UK in 1874 in Nottingham. Hong Kong has actually abandoned an outdated system of urban incinerators in 1988, and the incinerators were in Kwai Chung, Candy Town, and Mai Chi Kau.
Waste to energy use waste as a fuel for power generation, similar to other power plants just using waste rather than other fuel like coal, oil, or natural gas. Chemical energy that is stored in waste material is converted first to thermal energy and ultimately generates steam. Then to chemical energy, high pressure, high temperature, dry steam turn the plate of turbine, and finally to electrical energy through the generator connected to the turbine. After the steam's energy is extracted in the turbine, the steam is condensed back to water and circulated to the boiler, completing a closed-loop system. The electricity generated in this process is used to power the facility, and the remaining electricity is sold to national grid, providing enough electricity for around 25,000 to 30,000 households.
Now, let us talk about the advantages of incineration. In the perspective of government, it could reduce the pressure on landfill. Moreover, it requires fewer land. Therefore, more land could be reserved for proposed use. In the perspective of environmental organization, in the long run, producing electricity can help to reduce costs. A 250 ton per day incinerator can produce 6.5 megawatts of electricity per day. It could save about 3 million per year. Therefore, less coal are used. The carbon footprint decreases. Moreover, it produces stable odor-free residues. For environmental problems, emissions from incinerators can include heavy metals and dioxins, which may be present in the waste gases, water, or ash. Toxins can be created during the process. For human health concerns, waste incineration systems produce a wide variety of pollutants, which are detrimental to human health. For financial impact, the cost to build an incinerator is approximately 100 million. Operating costs to maintain the equipment, especially the pollution control equipment, is also high.
Should Hong Kong adopt the ways of waste to energy? For the benefits, in Hong Kong, approximately 9,000 tons of solid waste were dumped into landfills each day in Hong Kong. If the energy in these waste were extracted, it could fulfill a portion of our electricity needs. Handling the solid waste in Hong Kong can alleviate the huge burden of Hong Kong landfills. So building incinerator only needs a relatively small portion of land compared to landfill. Incinerator has a special design can be sized for tourists, just like in Taiwan and Tokyo. Hong Kong can develop ecology tourism and therefore boost the economy. Hong Kong has only one waste to handle the waste now, and waste to energy provide an alternative for Hong Kong to process the waste. For the disadvantage, people may be dependent on the waste of waste to energy, which will lower their awareness of reduction of waste among their life. And people have negative impression of incinerator, so it would be hard to choose a place to build incinerator. So what should Hong Kong do when Hong Kong decides to adopt the ways of waste to energy? Hong Kong should not be fully dependent on the way of waste to energy, otherwise the people will lower the awareness of reducing litter because they think the rubbish can convert into energy. Government also needs to be careful about designing the routes and the pipeline for the transportation.